Let me tell the story of East Germany. They had a terrible dictator, Erich Honecker, second worst dictator in Eastern Europe. And they had the Berlin Wall, you know, and they would shoot people who would try to escape East Germany. So the people developed these marches. They marched with candles. It's called the Revolution of the Candles. That comes out of actually how they started see, it's illegal to have marches in East Germany. So they had a worship service in the Protestant church in the evening, and they stopped in the middle and marched across the bridge to the Catholic church to finish the worship service, carrying candles. Well, the secret police came up with their motorcycles and said, you know it's illegal to have demonstrations in East Germany. You can't do this. They said, we're not having a demonstration. We're going to church. And that's not illegal. So they were allowed to have their march to church. And that's how they then developed all these marches in East Germany from church to church, based on that beginning. So that's nonviolent direct action. But in the process, they said they regularly met with the head of the secret police, the Stasis. Stasis is too close to my name, Stassen, so I hate to use this term, but it means the secret police. The head of the secret police was Egon Krenz, and they really didn't like him at all. But they regularly talked with him, and they said, "We will be totally nonviolent in the campaign, what march we're about to do." They tell them what they're about to do. We will be totally nonviolent, and you have to keep your folks nonviolent too, or you will lose the support of the people. And they kept telling him this, and trying to get the Stasis to be nonviolent also. And they did a little violence, but not too much. The Stasis did. But then Erich Honecker was getting really angry at the success of the marches in mobilizing the German people against the injustices. And so he knew this huge demonstration was being planned in Leipzig. And he ordered the secret police to go there and to shoot the demonstrators. And nurses and doctors were ordered to be in the hospitals ready, because a lot of people would come injured. And the pastors and chaplains were ordered to go to the hospitals to, do the counseling and all. And it was going to be a slaughter. 100,000 people demonstrating and all these secret police shooting to kill. So Egon Krenz, of course, knew what was happening, and he went to Leipzig the night before. And he told the secret police, don't shoot. He countermanded the order of the dictator. And they didn't shoot. And the demonstration came off successfully. So in Germany, it's called Die Wende, the turning. That's when they turned from violence to nonviolence. So, of course, the dictator was furious. His secret police guy had countermanded his order. So he called a meeting of the Politburo to fire Egon Krenz. But Egon Krenz was not stupid, head of the secret police. He talked with all the Politburo members and said he was ordering us to shoot our fellow Germans. You just can't do this. You would lose. You would lose the support of the people. So when the Politburo met, they fired the dictator, not Egon Krenz, and that's how they got, to the new government. Because the people had continued to practice conflict resolution, talking with them and keeping their movement nonviolent and explaining to him he better be nonviolent too. And he saw how badly this order would mess all that up.